Wagji Khalsa, Wagji Fateh. Lifestyle talk. Basically, this talks about how important physical health is in Sikhi and give you ideas how to improve your health. Training the Gurus, the Sikh Gurus always trained and have told Sikhs to be really healthy, you get me? So if you look at this here, Guru Angad Dev Ji made his Sikhs practice wrestling and told them to stay fit. Guruji also practiced yoga to condition his body. So it's like when you do stretching, yoga, it will help your Simran and stuff because your body gets relaxed, and wrestling, so you got to be strong. Guru Hargobind Ji introduced martial training of weapons known as Shastra Vidya. So Guru Hargobind, the sixth Guru, came immediately Kripana and told Sikhs they must defend themselves, and obviously if you're weak and your body ain't stretched or you don't know how to use your weapon, then how are you going to defend righteousness, humanity and justice, you get me? If you look at Sikh history, Baba Buddha Ji was the first ever Granthi at the Golden Temple. He was well trained in the art of war. He also lived from the times of Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Hargobind Ji. He was very healthy even at old age. It's because he watched weight, yeah, he was healthy, trained, knew how to fight. That's why he lived such a healthy old life, you get me? Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji made the Khalsa practice mock battles. He said just as Nityanam is important for a Sikh, so is their health, because an unhealthy person is not capable of doing much for anybody. So Nityanam, we do our Nityanam to defeat our eternal enemies. We be healthy, train, do physical exercise so we can defeat the enemies of humanity. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not training and someone rapes girls running away and you can't chase them, you get me, because you ain't training, then you're no good to nobody, you get me? What can you do for anybody if you're unhealthy? If you're unhealthy, you know, you can't help yourself, let alone somebody else, do you know what I mean? And that's anti-Sikh, because Sikh is all about helping other people. Look at Sikh history here. Baba Deep Singh Ji fought his last war at the age of 80. If he was unhealthy, he would not have been able to fight. Look at the 50 years or the 30, 40 years old today, man, they can't even walk properly, because Baba Ji watched weight, ate, trained hard. He was able to fight for justice and save Harmandir Sahib from being under siege for longer, do you know what I mean? So that's the power of Sikhi, that's the power of a healthy living. That's how important it is, and the Gurus have emphasized a healthy living throughout Sikh history. If you look at the Sikh code of conduct, the Maryada, yeah, it also tells you about your Jivan, spirituality and stuff like that, but the Khalsa is Gal Purki Forge, which most of the Panth for some reason forgets, yeah. And Maharaj just gave them a strict code of conduct. There's so much code of conduct, but I've just chosen a few that are, you know, like aimed at the spy side and healthy living side, you get me? They are Khalsa who fights valiantly in the direction of victory, you get me? So valiantly, if you're not healthy, you're going to be lazy, you're going to be sloppy. Valiantly is going with Josh like a tiger, just jump into battle and deal with the matter, and in the direction of victory. So you always got hope, you always joker like me, you know what I mean? I just lose hope before something even happens, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can't do it, I can't be bothered and stuff like that. But Khalsas are meant to be fighting valiant in the direction of victory, you know what I mean? That's true Khalsa spirit. They are Khalsa who's ever for ready for battle. So Khalsa's Diyar but Diyar, always Shastra Tadi, you know what I mean? Good Shastras, not Shastras that can't chop a potato. Diyar but Diyar, Khalsa Forge, you get me? They're ready, always watching the back, you know what I mean? But these days, if you look at Sikhs, man, they're just not streetwise, they just don't have a clue what's going on. They're getting attacked from behind, left, right and centre. They ain't ready for nothing right now, you know what I mean? So we're breaking the code of conduct 110%, you know what I mean? They are Khalsa who never runs from the battlefield and shrines the warrior lifestyle in his heart. How many battlefields have we run from? How many BRBs and stuff have we turned our back from? You know what I mean? How many times we said we're not going to help that poor woman that's getting harassed because we're scared or we're unhealthy, you know what I mean? So that's just something to think about, you get me? So they are Khalsa who never abandoned his weapon, recognized them as a disciplined and pure Khalsa. So all Khalsa, like these days people want to ban the Qurban, and these days some people don't wear the Qurban and stuff like that. So Maharaj is saying in Vietnam that how can they, only the Khalsa that wears the Qurban is ready to defend himself and defend humanity from the enemies of humanity. They are pure Khalsa and they are disciplined. They know the Kal Purki Forge Mirada, you know what I mean? They are Khalsa who destroys the tyrant enemy. So they are Khalsa who defeats the internal enemies, and they are Khalsa on the battlefield dies while fighting the enemies of humanity. This is the Sikh code of conduct, the Maryada of the warrior lifestyle of the Panth, you get me? Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us distinct names. When we join the Sikh nation, we become a Kaur and Singh. Some of us are born as Singh and Kaur, but we really become a Kaur and Singh when we take Khandhe Bhatta Kamrat. When we join the Kal Purki Forge, when make commitments to Guruji that we live by the Marada and do our Nityanam and stuff like that. When you take Khande Paul ke Amrit, that's when you become registered in the house of the Guru. You become like you become a Fauji, you become Gal Ki Fauji, you get me? So if you, and the Singhs are given the name Singh, the males are given the name Singh, sorry, yeah. A Singh is a brave, courageous warrior who fights for righteous humanity and stands up for the innocent, oppressed and the poor and needy. A Singh never starts trouble, never bullies people. So Singh's not scared of nobody but never frightens anybody. A Singh looks out for everyone's rights and demands justice without fear. A Singh lives without fear of anyone or anything. Singhs make all types of sacrifices. If you look at Sikh history, all types of sacrifices made by Singhs just for the welfare and the betterment of society and the welfare of others, you get me, and other people's rights. Guru Tegh Bahadur laid the foundation stone for dying for others' rights, and Singhs have followed, you know what I mean? Singhs struggle until peace and humanity is restored. A Singh has no hate and doesn't pick on innocent people. A lot of our boys go around tacky bashing, this is wrong. A Singh only makes a stand and defends the weak, you know what I mean? If you look at the meaning of Kaur, it means lioness, warrior, princess, you get me? And if you look at the characteristics of a princess, not like a fairy tale Jasmine that ain't gonna break a nail. A princess is a reflection of purity and innocence. They are women of good character and bravery behavior, yeah? So what we're trying to say is, like, you know, a princess, right, is like modest, you know what I mean? Doesn't dress like a slag to the Gurdwara, or doesn't, like, you know, smoke, or doesn't have dirty habits, do you know what I mean? Because how can you have dirty habits and be a princess? You get me? If you sleep around every weekend, you're not no Kaur, you're not no princess. You might have the name Kaur in your name, but it doesn't make you a Kaur, you get me? Because the real princes have self-respect, they live in dignity, have good morals and principles. They dress modestly and have no nasty habits, like I said before. They are warrior princes and lionesses ready to defend themselves. So a Singhani, a lioness, a Sherni is given a Kirpan as well. They have to defend their honor and they have to help the humanity as well, and they have to help fight, you know what I mean, the enemies of humanity. My Baggu led the Singhs to the battle. So many Sikh women have given Shahidi as well, and they have kept Shastra as well, because once you join the Khalsa Kalpur Ki Fauj, it's the same Irada for man and woman, you know what I mean? The both Kalpur Ki Fauji, were single Singhani, you're a lion and lioness, you got the same duty, you get me? As the role of the Khalsa is the same, you get me? So the Singhani should have like good characters, and they do charity events and seva, do you know what I mean? A pure Singhani raises their kids up in the Sikh way, and hopefully one day encourages them, puts the love of Guru, and one day the Singhs and Singhani's kids become Amritdar, you get me? That's the real Singhan core, you know what I mean? One who took an Amrit and is repping it and living it, the caste of Marada style, you know what I mean? And fighting for humanity and justice in any way, form or shape or size, do you know what I mean? Even if it's writing letters to people, you know what I mean? So if you look at our community now, and you know what I mean, we went from soldiers to soulful busters, you know what I mean? The fudginess, the healthy lifestyle, the warrior lifestyle of the Sikhs totally gone, you get me? We're munching on junk with the, like, if you look at a lot of Gyanis, they got pot bellies, you get me? And it takes them half an hour to get up, you know what I mean? So if someone's coming to attack Godha, it takes them half an hour to get up, yeah? Another 20 minutes to find his Gurban, you get me? Because it's tucked, and when he does pull it out, it's probably so small, the dose is going to have a better weapon, do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, Punjabi people, you know, we're warriors, man. We're born warriors. This is in our blood, you get me? We fought many wars, helped the British through mad wars in World War II and all that, you get me? But these days, you know, Sikhs are just out of shape, you know. We've got flab on the side, you know, double chins and big pot bellies, and can't run for 10 minutes, you get me? And, you know what I mean? The Singhs used to fight for hours and hours on end, waving big Gurbanna about. Now we can't even run or walk properly, you know what I mean? Can't even drive a cycle from here to the shop, do you know what I mean? Because we're living it up, man. We're eating junk food, not watching when we eat, just jump in a car and go everywhere, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, there's not enough physical activity, you get me? So we're becoming, obesity is really increasing, and young kids and that just going on mad ones, you get me? So how being out of shape affects us? If you're not in shape, you can't be a warrior, standard, innit? Because it's lowering our population, because people are dying of obesity, heart attacks, the high cholesterol levels, bare madness going on in the PANTH, you get me? Because of unhealthy living, do you know what I mean? And you've got less chance of fleeing from attacker. So if someone's chasing you with a knife, or 10 man chasing you with a knife, you get me? If you can't run, man, how are you gonna get away? So it's more likely that's gonna increase the death rate as well. Plus, yeah, sound spy, Guru Gobind Singh Ji soldiers should be looking healthy, should be looking like, you know, looking the part, you get me? You're God's army, you get me? You're the elite force of the world, man. But if you're just looking like a fat plop, you get me, Mr. Blobby and that, it just ruins the whole image, you get me? If you're unfit, you can't defend yourself, how are you gonna stand up for anyone else, you get me? Just say old lady on the streets getting mugged, yeah, by thugs. If you can't help her, man, that's so anti-Sikh, because the Sikh's supposed to be a sign of hope. not just stand there helpless because they can't move their body or just too shook, you get me? So we need to sort this out, because even if you are skinny, it doesn't mean you're fit. You can still have a cholesterol problem, because if you're not training your heart rate and pumping, you ain't doing no cardiovascular exercise, you ain't gonna be fit, you get me? And if you think you're skinny and you're fit, let's try running for 10 minutes and let's see how much you huff and puff at the end, you get me? So solutions, yeah, basically it's minor, innit? Just redesign our diet, man, you get me? Stop eating like chocolates, crisps and sweets and that, oily foods and stuff, man. Just start doing some sort of yoga or martial arts, you get me? Buy a running machine, or while you're watching Eastern, just buy a little push, like exercise bike and jump on that, you get me? While it's similar and that, go for a walk in the park, innit? Go with a group of ladies or something if you're a woman, you know what I mean? So bad eating habits, you get me? Like all I see in Singh's cupboards is junk food, you get me? This hard jar, fizzy drink, cake, you know, biscuits, you know what I mean, instead of fruits, soya, this and that. Like most families eat a lot of junk, you get me, you know what I mean? So you are what you eat is what you are, you get me? So fizzy drinks have artificial colour and preservatives which ruin our health badly, you know what I'm saying? So if you look at this here, you see some healthy food. The Weetabix, Regibix, good for kids in the morning, you get me? Brown bread's better than white bread. Instead of having them like, you know, Robinsons and that have pure juices, you get me, made at 100% juice, or get the, even better, just get the fruit and like grind it yourself, do you know what I mean? Instead of using like, you know, sunflower oil and that, use olive oil because it's much more healthier, get me? Try to eat steamed food in a week, you know what I mean? Because that's why a lot of Chinese people are slim and that, because they eat steamed food. We cook our food for taste and it can kill a lot of the nutrients in it, you know what I mean? And if you go to Holland and Barrett's, yeah, they've got a wicked veggie section, like soya hot dogs, egg-free stuff, and good for your protein, you know what I mean? I was talking about cholesterol before. Even if you're slim, yeah, you can still have cholesterol, because cholesterol's not fat, you get me? It's what you eat. So if you're eating too much cheese, milk and high cholesterol foods, it builds up in your arteries and it blocks your arteries, and the blood can't really get through. That way it causes your heart to work a lot, and when it gets totally blocked, you have a heart attack because the blood ain't getting to your heart, you know what I mean? So if you're eating bad and doing no sort of training, if you do jogging, yeah, your blood pumps so fast, yeah, and the heat that your body makes, yeah, it burns the cholesterol down and the cholesterol just melts, you get me? So jogging is the only way, or drinking grape juice, and it softens it because grape juice has a lot of antioxidants which, like, you know, reduce cholesterol and stuff like that. And like training, it's uninspired, you know what I mean? Khalsa forward, your man or woman, you should be hitting the gym, you get me? You should be doing a bit of weights, doing a bit of stamina work, you know what I mean? You should be doing a martial arts class and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, all over Birmingham stuff, like Shinkin is about, you know what I mean? So, you know, people should be doing all them sort of things, yeah? Okay, why would you be Khalsa, why would you be for that?